Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art. Welcome back to another video. This is I just did a video and it's way too damn long. Plus, YouTube might take it down like they did with my other video. Yes, I did a video recently and they took it down because it said I violated the COVID regulations. Even though even though I do know the COVID regulations and I did follow it to the code. It's just I said one little thing, which is which is technically is true, but because the way how I said it, it violated it, so they took it down. It was up for like 5 hours, but anyway. So this last video I did, which is almost 30 minutes, I knew that was going to get taken down, so that's why I deleted that and I started a new one. Oh yeah, this one might get taken down too. But anyway, I'm going to try. Yes, I'm live. But anyway, not live. Okay, so what happened was earlier today, right before I went to work, I was looking at Twitter, and I came across a or was it no was it Twitter or was it Facebook? One of those two, and I came across an article. It was about Fox News. Okay, and I'm like, okay, what did Fox News do today? They're talking about Captain America. What, Biden bad stories? You can't get any Biden bad stories anymore, or Trump good stories. You can't get those stories anymore. You want to go after Captain America? Captain America is too right leaning, too left leaning. So basically, what happened is, I guess they're saying that Captain America has been too left leaning these days, and that the writers in Marvel is too far left. And I looked up and I said, who owns Marvel? Disney. What is Disney? A family company. And even though a family company doesn't necessarily lean right or left, but thing is, they hired a lot of left-leaning people. Now, I'm not saying there's no right-leaning people that's kind of, good storytellers. I don't know. But from what I understand so far, every left-leaning storyteller that I've known was actually pretty damn good at what they did. Even though this one channel, which I watch sometimes, he's very right-leaning. But the problem is he don't work for Marvel or Disney. He writes his own stories and his own comic books, and he sells it off of like GoFundMe or Indiegogo. Yeah, he sold like what 20 some thousand copies of his one book. Okay, but guess what? The only reason why, because you said you funded. So what happens? You funded that book yourself. I paid you to fund the book. So naturally, if you can get 50,000, if you can sell 50,000 copies by me putting money into it, of course that's going to happen. A lot of people say that the comic book industry is failing, and it's not. The comic book industry is not failing. It's always been a niche situation. That means the comic books, these movies and TV shows for Marvel and DC, they're not boosting it. They're not boosting the comic book sales at all. It just those shows are made for people who don't read those stuff. So if you think about it, look at any Marvel movie or DC movie or TV show. If you look at it, there's enough Easter eggs in there to keep me entertained to say, yes, I gotta watch this. But it's not for me. It's for the people who don't. But anyway, I digress. Is Captain America too left leaning? Well, Let's start off. Captain America was created in 1941. The first comic book of Captain America #1, shows him on the front page punching the hell out of Hitler. Hitler was considered a fascist. So that means Captain America fights against fascists and Nazis. Superman during the World War II era fought against the Axis power, fascists and Nazis. Captain America today, his better stories is fighting against, let me guess, fascists and Nazis. The current storyline of Captain America, he's fighting against the Red Skull, his wife, and Red Skull's daughter, who are all three fascists. Who is the Red Skull? He was considered a Nazi scientist and a fascist. So Captain America fighting against fascism. What's the problem with that? That's what he was created to do. Superman was created to uphold the ideas of humanity. And true, during the time of Superman's creation, there was segregation. But during the 50s, there was a little poster that he had talked about all colors are equal and we shouldn't treat everybody differently and stuff like that. You can find it if you look for it. But anyway, when Captain America met the Falcon the first time, did he look at him as a black man? He already knew he was a black man, but he didn't treat him like, you're a black man, I'm a white man. You're less than... No. We're brothers fighting a common enemy. And they acted like him in Black Panther, same way. We're brothers fighting an enemy. That's the way how he looks at stuff. Is that really left-leaning? Or is that how it's supposed to be? You tell me. So they're saying that these stories are so left-leaning this and left-leaning that and left-leaning this. I'm like, how many conservative comic book writers are out there? I don't know. Because all the ones I know are pretty left-leaning. There's a couple. There is a couple. But they don't talk about their shit. Why? Because they don't want to get ostracized. And that makes sense. Think of Gina Carano. She spotted her views on Instagram and Twitter. And, I do follow her on both Instagram and Twitter. I still do. Do I agree with everything she says 100%? No, but she pretty much irked everybody in Lucasfilm, which is pretty left-leaning. Oh, well, what do you expect? People, I don't want to do this because... Here's the thing. I am a leftist. I am a liberal. I do have some conservative viewpoints to a certain extent, yes. But I'm like 80% left, 20% right. Does that mean you're going to change my channel? Are you going to say, fuck Art? I'm going to unsubscribe to Art because he's a leftist. You might. But I don't really talk about politics too much here. So, hey. If I do, I say this is my viewpoint. Which is a viewpoint. And there are some people who follow this channel who are right-leaning people. And they actually they don't agree with everything I say, but at least they accept it. And that's great. That's how it's supposed to be. Problem is like this. If you think comic books is too left-leaning, don't buy them. And that's one thing I said to that one creator, the YouTuber. I said, dude, if you think comic books are too left-leaning, don't buy them. But then again, if he doesn't buy them, he has nothing to talk about. His channel dies. And a lot of people say, well, you're just a small YouTuber. I said, but I'm telling you the truth. If you really think comic books are too right leaning. Everybody who agrees with him 100%, stop reading the damn comic books. And maybe, see, the thing is, when you hit their pocketbooks, then people will pay attention. But as long as they keep printing them, no one's going to give a shit because someone's going to buy them. See, if you really think about it, comic books are bought and sold before you even touch them. This comic book right here, Infinite Frontier, was already bought before I got my hands on it. Because the stores buy these automatically. And their job is to try to sell them. So it's already been bought. But that's okay. But anyway. And the idea was like, well, if... And I watched a little bit of the video. And the funny thing is, it just made me cringe. Even Dean Cain, who played freaking Superman at one time. Superman don't have those kind of ideals. But Dean Cain does. Which means you have no clue about the character that you was portraying. You had no idea you had no idea of what makes Superman tick. If you did, you say, okay, but you gotta think about it. Superman don't give a shit about your politics. Captain America don't give a shit about your politics. Let's say, for example, Captain America was a real life person. Everybody know what happened January 6th. Right. The incident at the Capitol. Fox News has said there was a peaceful protest and they just went inside the Capitol building. The police let them inside the Capitol building. The left saying there was an attack on the Capitol. It was a mob scene. Who's right? Who's wrong? I guess it all depends on who you see. But guess what? Here's a little known hint. They're trespassing. What? They're trespassing, which is against the law. So they broke the law. Whether it was peaceful or not, they broke the law by walking in there. The dude who sat on Pelosi's desk, put his foot on the desk and wrote some weird stuff, he broke the law by trespassing. When they went into that and take pictures and all that stuff, they broke the law because they are not supposed to be there. Now, if they had special permission, then that's a totally different matter. But as far as we know, we don't know. As far as we know, they don't. But if Captain America was there, he would have stopped that. He would have did everything in his power to stop that. Why? Because you're not supposed to go there. He's protecting America's interest. He doesn't care whether or not you think Trump is God or Biden bad. He doesn't care. It's the spirit of America. Spirit of America, you don't do that stuff. But anyway, he'll be doing it there to stop that. George Floyd. Captain America was real. He'll be in there trying to stop the mobs. Why? Because you're not supposed to do that. So, if Captain America is so left-leaning, he would do those things because that's the right thing to do. Regardless of who writes Captain America, or Superman, or Batman, or my favorite man, Spider-Man. It's the right thing to do. And I kind of wish I was there and I could call up and say, dude, you guys are fucking idiots. Think about this. If you actually knew what you was talking about, you wouldn't be here saying the stupid shit you're saying. I'm not an expert on comic books. I'm not. I'm nowhere near an expert. But I do know certain people act certain ways. Let's put it this way. If the Punisher was there, let's say if the Punisher was a real life person and he was there at the Capitol, what do you think he's going to do? Daka, 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 daka. He would have mowed them motherfuckers down. If Punisher was in the riots of George Floyd, what do you think he's going to do? Daka, 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 daka. People murked. That's what Punisher would do. No, no scam, no scam, no, go away, scam, go away, go. I'm trying to do a video. Go. You wasted my time. Come on, scam. Scam likely popped up on my phone. That's what's going on. And I'm telling it to go away. Because I'm trying to talk to you people. I'm trying to talk to my peeps. All I mean, people who's actually going to watch this before YouTube takes it down. But anyway, let's be reasonable here. That thing irked the shit out of me when I read that and I saw the clips. And I felt like punching somebody. I felt like I want to punch Hitler. Oh, no! That's what I felt like doing. Because how idiotic can you be? But I guess everybody wants their idiotic 10 minutes of fame, I guess. I don't know. But then again, I can't really downgrade what they're thinking because that's how they feel. But I can react to it, which I am right now. And that's it for today of the rant. I got it off of my chest. I've been thinking about this shit all day. I wanted to do this video this morning. But I said, no, I better get to work so I can get out as fast as possible. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you said that Art, you're a complete idiot today, give me a thumbs up. Or let me know down below. If you think, Art, you might have a point, but I don't like it, let me know down below. Let's have a conversation on this. Should people use comic book characters as examples of real life scenarios? Let me know down below. With that being said, I'm going to go before I run out of space. Talk to you later.